Real TV. Since Derrick is the man of the hour, I figured I'd react to some of his content. I already said I don't think he's a bad content creator. I only think about 40 to 45% of his stuff is the pandering that he shouldn't be doing. So let's see. Run a clip.
Team Jaxn, what's happening? So I was scrolling through my DMs a couple of minutes ago.
We're 2 seconds in, 5 seconds in, and he's already telling on himself. I told y'all he was in that car as a cover-up for cheating. So he could say he was making videos, but what did he just say he was doing? He was scrolling through his DMs. And then he's now about to talk about a conversation he was having with a woman right now. So he's crossing 3 lives with each other. I said this on TikTok. I said that he was a third-person cheater. What I meant by that is, I ain't break it down. It might have went over people's heads because he was a content creator and he had women followers that talked to him about their issues. So now he's about to talk about going through his DM, talking to a woman about her problem, but the third person goes through his DM to talk to women. So he can sit out in his car and go through his DMs and talk to women. He can do that. But there's that third person who does it as well. Continue, Derrick.
I saw this woman ask a question.
You saw a
about
woman
basically
in your DM.
she's met this dude. He's all that in a bag of chips, except for one thing, and that's that he don't really know what he's doing in life right now. He's at that space. He's trying to figure it out. He's had a couple of setbacks, and therefore he's not really sure if he wants a relationship. It's not one of those.
I swear, everything sounds like you talking about yourself now, Derrick. When people hear what you just said, they'll automatically go to some type of financial trouble. He don't know where he's at in life. People always relate stuff to finances. No, this is you. This is you, Derrick. You're talking about yourself right now. You're confused in life. You don't want to get a divorce. She was talking to you about you. You talking about you, bro. You got to be talking about you. I'm about to run this back. This is you.
Really sure if he wants a relationship. It's not
you just filed for divorce. You said you filed for divorce, and you said you started it earlier. This was a little bit earlier this year. So you been going through a divorce. This is you. You talking about you.
One of those like, oh, I'm trying to manipulate you. I'm not ready for a relationship, but I want relationship benefits.
You manipulating. You trying to continue, y'all. Where was y'all women's intuition at with this man?
Type of situation. This is really a solid dude, but he's just kind of confused at this point in his life. So let me say this.
You really a solid. He just really a solid. How you know? Or she was saying that. Nah, you threw in that he was a solid dude because you know who the dude is. You know him very well. Really well. Team Jaxn.
Real quick. No disrespect to any man that fits into this category, but a confused man cannot love a woman. A confused man can give you a lot of things like regret and time wasted, give you some good sex, which is only going to be soul ties that you have to break later on, but
he might be confused about why he loves you. Confused man can love you. But let's hear him talk about himself. I'm not going to go against him talking about himself. So let's hear this autobiography.
Not give you love. And the reason why is because it's similar to like a woman who doesn't love herself and she can't love a man. Why is that? Because women are natural born nurturers. So the nurturing system in a woman is broken if it's not first flowing to her and then from there to everybody else. Therefore, she can't nurture or love a man in the way that she was designed to love, and she also can't receive love. Same thing goes for a man who is confused in life because we're natural born leaders. But the leadership system is broken if he can't even lead himself. If he has no direction, if he has no plan, if he's not sure, even from life or to relationships, he's not sure, he's just trying to figure it out. Let's just see what happens. All of that means his leadership system is broken, and therefore
it's possible, because if you just trying to figure it out and do all of that, your leadership system might not be broken. It might be when you're having to use it. If you confused, figuring it out is what's making you a leader. Like, that's what. Are you a leader? Like, yo, I'm confused. How am I going to handle this situation? You know what I'm saying? So, like, he's, like, on the fence right there. Like, he's making a general statement that could be true, but maybe not. Let's go back. He's straddling the fence of correct.
happens. All of that means his leadership system is broken, and therefore he can never make a woman feel secure in any role in his life, because he ain't even a director of his own life. He an extra just like everybody else.
Because a lot of stuff that happens to you be not your own fault. Like, how many people actually cause their own trauma? Like, if you go into jail or something like that, like yo, a lot of stuff that happens to you, it'd be life happening to you, and figuring it out is like life. So continue, Derrick. I ain't gonna get you too bad on this. Talk about yourself.
And again, let me just separate this guy from the guys who have a plan, but they still.
Yeah, here he goes, compartmentalize. Yeah, separate yourself. This is how he did that. Y'all not paying attention to what he's doing. The reason why he separated this guy from other guys is because he don't want to talk about himself fully. He can't give you the whole, I'm talking about me. So I got to stop talking about me and just talk about other dudes. Go ahead, Derrick. Go ahead. Go off, sis.
Materializing it. It's still coming together. They're at the beginning stages. The guy that has a vision of, he has a mission that he's on, but it's just getting started. I'm not talking about that guy. I'm talking about the guy who's starting and stopping everything all over the place. You ask him about what his plan is for his life, or what his plan is for his, relationship future, what he wants, what are his non-negotiables, what things must he have, and he gets offended, or he starts giving you lectures on patience, or not pressing him, or not rushing him. He can't show you any tangible plan.
Okay.
He has no
This is true. This ain't nothing cap right here. Pay attention to this. He's
evidence that he has any idea what he's doing. Even worse, he may be looking to you to figure it out for him. Those are signs that a man is confused.
He's right.
And again, I want to make this clear. It's not as black and white as a good or bad man, because you may meet a dude.
See, now why he's telling you that is because he's a cheater. So he has to be like, yo, you can't just say, because I'm in my DMs hollering at women and about to divorce my wife, that I'm just a bad man. No. So he got to tell you that part to save himself. Pay attention to what he's doing.
All of these good characteristics, good intentions, all of that stuff. But at the time in his life, he's just not sure about what he got going on.
His marriage.
And what he needs to do to go forward.
Divorce.
But this is why I make the distinguishment not between good or bad, but between an evolved man or an unevolved man. And
this is why he makes the distinguishment between content and Derrick.
Evolved man has not only gotten to that place in his life where he knows what he wants, but he understands the importance of having that settled before he invites a woman into it.
Whoa! Divorce settlement. Knows what he wants. He knows the importance of having that settled before he can invite a woman into it. That sounds like somebody separated to me. That sounds like good advice. And it also sounds like he's not bad at what he does. We're finding out how good he really is. This dude is amazing. I don't care. He's good at what he does. He's talking about himself.
He understands of not being so either fleshly or emotionally led that he brings a woman prematurely into a situation that's not ready for her, because when you throw love into the mix with a man who has no leadership over his own life, it's going to destroy everybody involved, including himself. And whenever you're willing to walk away from a man, if he's not ready to lead, if he's not ready, I'm talking about just looking at his own life, there's no structure, there's no tangible plan. If you're able to walk away from that, what you communicate is confidence in what you bring to the table, which is highly attractive to an evolved man. Now, I'm not going to go too in depth on that because I talked about it. And
he's not going to go too in depth on that because he's talking about himself and he don't want to expose himself.
Great detail in my free masterclass a while back called The Secrets to Making an Evolved Man Crave You. So if you didn't get access to that yet, man, it's packed.
I'm not going to go there on him. You know how he knew all this stuff already if you this far in the video.
Full of gems, and I just reopened registration at the link down in the caption or the bio wherever you see it. But the moral of the story is this. It is not that
women can get advice from this guy. I'm trying to tell y'all. See, this is what I'm saying. People like, black women aren't going to cancel him because he can give you advice. Like his ideas of his praise for you might be a little misled, but the things he says about men don't be wrong because he's talking about his damn self. I don't think I've disagreed yet.
Confused men, directionless, planless men are just bad, horrible, gargoyle creatures or anything like that. But a confused man cannot love you. He can only experiment with you. And your love, your heart, it ain't no lab rat. So don't fall for the trap of entertaining a dude who's good, but not a good fit for your life, because I promise you the cheese at the end of that ain't worth it. But those are just my thoughts. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. Again, the secrets to making an evolved man crave you is at the link down in the caption. I'll let y'all later.
No, the secrets to making an evolved man crave you is in this video. You are telling on yourself. You evolved into Derrick Jaxn. And you're trying to tell women what you like. Because you're in the dating market. And you're not fooling nobody, bro. Listen, we gonna have to do a series of this. Derrick telling on himself. I promise. You're not fooling nobody, bro. Like the real TV, man. We on to the next one. This guy is hilarious.